If you're a WoW player for a long time, you remember the old Mountain Dew, blue versus red. I mean, I love that thing. I was drinking Mountain Dew out the ass. My blood is probably 90% Mountain Dew at some points in my life. Now I'm an older man, 34 years old here, rotting away as the degenerate corpse that I truly am. But Mountain Dew has returned. And that's right, it looks like this is an unannounced promotion, by the way. It's a behind-the-scenes look. But it looks like Mountain Dew is bringing back some interesting promotions with the anniversary event. We got a box here with Illyria and Zalatath on the front. Nice purple. This is the purple flavor, citrus blackberry, which I don't know if I've had this version of the purple Mountain Dew. Has been around a bunch of times before. There was like a galactic one at one point. It's always good. It's always good, and it always tastes great, and it's always horrible for you at the same time, which is extra added bonus. There's also some kind of Thrall and Lich King version. Citrus cherries, the flavor here, flavored with other natural flavors. Wow, they're actually adding natural shit into Mountain Dew now. That's kind of weird. But these are unannounced promotions, so somebody who works, I guess, at a Walmart or something took pictures of these in the back rooms. So these are not yet on the shelves. You can't get them yet, but this looks like it's tied to the anniversary promotions and everything else that's going to go down. So, damn, look at all these damn Mountain Dews. Holy crap. So, these have yet to ship, or they're sitting in back rooms right now. But here's the thing. These are attached to this Mountain Dew gaming site, right, where you attach to rewards, essentially, for buying the Mountain Dew, right? You input codes from games and shit, and you get a bunch of rewards. Now, the rewards for the Warcraft event are not yet on here, but we can speculate a little bit about what the rewards will be based on previously data mined mounts and stuff, because some of these mounts do have some colorways very similar to the Mountain Dew stuff that came out. So we'll have to see what this is all about, but here it is. If you guys remember these motorcycle mounts, we data mined these and we were thinking these were part of the anniversary event. Now, they haven't really shown up in the game yet, but here's the thing. Look at the color. Yeah, so we have the this one right here, the Hate Forged Blaze Cycle. Very similar colorway to the Mountain Dew box, I would say. We got the reds and the greens here, and then we look back at the Mountain Dew of Thrall and the Lich King. Yeah, kind of similar colorways going. And the interesting thing is, okay, the 1-for-1, maybe it wouldn't have been the case, but then when you get to the 2-for-2 here, where this one that also was data mined for the anniversary event but was never shown in game, the Fell Reaver Death Cycle. Very similar colorways right here. So you got the greens of the Mountain Dews and the purple and black from the Mountain Dew flavor here. You know, if they attach these Fell Cycles to these Mountain Dew boxes, your boy's going to be drinking Mountain Dew. I will say it right now. Yeah, my inner child is so happy. Right? Yeah, as is mine. As is mine. Mountain Dew brings, whether it was the World of Warcraft promotions they did back in the day or the Halo ones, I remember like the double XP codes on the inside of the caps that we did for Halo all the time, me and my friends. I mean, Mountain Dew and gaming, from my childhood, synonymous with each other. So this is a really cool promotion. I do hope those Fell bikes are attached to this, because I'll be very excited to go out and get myself some Mountain Dew. That's right. Another promotion that is being run for the anniversary event that Blizzard has just announced is a crossover with Diablo, and man, they went deep with this stuff. We are getting Garrosh, Malfurion, Lich King, Illidan, Jaina, and a Bwonsamdi skin coming into Diablo. Now, I don't play anything but WoW. I'm a WoW degenerate, but if you're a Diablo player, this is pretty cool. They're going to be 2,800 platinum, or $28 US for each of these skins. The Garrosh one, obviously, this kind of looks jaked, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of funny looking. But the Garrosh one here, obviously, with the badass Gorehowl axe, of course, full res. This thing looks freaking badass. Sometimes I wish the WoW graphics actually looked like this, because damn, Gorehowl in full HD is freaking, it's glorious. It truly is. So here's the Garrosh outfit. Yeah, you got the shoulders, the Manaroth tusks on the shoulders, of course, and everything else. We got the Malfurion one as well here. I don't know why they put it on Chubby Wubby here like this, but here it is, the Malfurion one. You got the wings, the horns, obviously very iconic of Malfurion. This one looks a little bit better with the buff guy here, but yeah, Malfurion, of course, chasing down Tyrande, as always. You can now do it in Diablo. The Lich King one now. This one's pretty badass. They put it on a female tune here. I kind of wish it was on a male one, just so I could see, you know, about how it would look with some broader shoulders. But obviously, a glorious looking set. I mean, this is freaking nice. This is nice. How could you not like it? Obviously, yeah, you get Frostmourne with as well. Freaking beautiful. We've seen Frostmourne before in-game. I forgot with what promotion Diablo had Frostmourne. But obviously it's coming back with this full set here, so this is really nice. We got an Illidan Rogue version as well. So here you go. The Illidan Storm Rage, yes. Spiky nipple covers, that's nice. Okay, we got the helm with the horns here and everything. Yeah, it looks very nice. I believe they're also going to show the Warglaives here in a second, which is, of course, very iconic, but it's actually a sword. So it's a sword that they kind of made it look like the Warglaives. Okay, not bad. Yeah, cool for a Necromancer for sure, some of these, definitely. Yeah, the Illidan one's cool, the Felskars and stuff like that, not bad. We get the Jaina one as well here. Very Jaina-esque with the purple and the whites and the cloths and things. Yeah, it looks good. Also, the Jaina staff is another part of this as well. The Jaina staff, though, doesn't look like the one from the game. Actually, if you look down here, it's a green. So I don't know why they did that. Typically, your Jaina staff would be the blue crystal on the top. But yeah, this one's green, so it's a fell version of Jaina, I don't know. And then this one was unexpected. The Bwonsamdi one. Maybe a hint that Bwonsamdi is actually going to return at some point here. He's sitting there just waiting to be pulled back into the game. So I don't know what's going on with Bwonsamdi, but this kit actually is really, really cool. You know, the jailer of troll souls and things like that. Very, very cool. I love this Bwonsamdi look with all the glow effects and everything else. Pretty cool looking set. Again, if you're into Diablo, these are pretty cool. Warcraft 3 version? Maybe. Was her crystal blue green in Warcraft 3? Maybe. It's her older staff. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I'm not a big WoW 3 player either. But yeah, okay, that's what they're going for, the classic version. All right, moving on to some more in-game relevant stuff. Here we go. Rewarding threats of the past. Yes, you guys know there's going to be 3 world bosses available to be killed in, you know, the anniversary event in Tanaris. Very close to each other, actually, not too far away. I mean, you could be flying, and this is a daily kill. Daily kill for loot, so the groups will be forming, people will be flying in a triangle here, slaughtering boss after boss, and yes, it is confirmed, the mounts that are attached to these bosses will in fact drop off of them. So from the Doomwalker, you'll be able to get yourself the little Doomwalker flying mount here. Not one of my favorites, but yes, it will be available. The Reigns of the Grand Black War Mammoth, this one's really cool. Obviously, if you did Wintergrass back in the day, this was something you always got, you always tried to get. Me and my friends back in the day, we both ninja looted the mount to each other, so I do have it. And I will forever remember how we ninja looted it to each other back in the day, the raid loot and everything. You could do shit like that and get away with complete degeneracy. And if you unlock degeneracy for us, we will use it. So there it is. We got the Mammoth mounts, but if you haven't, there's an Alliance and a Horde version, of course. You'll be able to get them by killing Archivon, and then last but not least here, the Shaw of Anger. A lot of people got this mount from the Mists of Pandaria, you know, remix event and stuff like that. I personally did it because I didn't play it that much, but yeah, the old Shaw of Anger mount, you can go ahead and get yourself the black Slither Drake mount, which is a freaking badass colorway of this. It's definitely very cool. 3 greater sound. Yeah, the Mammoth mount is glorious. Probably the best one of the 3, no doubt. I mean, the 3-seater was one of the first 3-seaters in the game. If not, it was the first. It might have been the first. But yeah, these mounts are very nice. I still have it. I use it all the time. Very, very cool. It's nice, and they're going to be available throughout the entirety of the event. By the way, this week is the Devour affix. Is it just me, or do people just not know how to do this one? This is the one where the portals pop up behind you, and you either have to be healed through it or dispelled to get that thing off. I've run a couple Mythic Plus this week, and I feel like nobody knows how to do that. Like, we just wait for it to pop for some reason. Either the healers I've run with don't know what's going on, or something else. But there's actually a lot of ways for individual classes to get through this mechanic here, and there's a list here of how people can do it based on your class. So here we go. I'll just break this down real quick. Death Knights, you can use Anti-Magic Shell before it goes out to actually stop this from happening. Now, you won't get the buff if this thing falls off without somebody dispelling it or healing through it, but essentially the Anti-Magic Shell will basically eliminate the issues that come with it and the health defects that come with it. So you won't lose any health or whatever it is, and you won't get the debuff. So that's pretty good. Demon Hunters can't do shit as usual. They're just completely useless, flying around and gliding around extra fast, leaving the entire group behind. So yeah, of course, that fits the theme right there. Druids, they can use the Remove Corruption, Spec into Remove Corruption, sorry, for Restoration Druids, and use Nature's Cure as another way to get rid of it. Dispeller Evokers have a few other ways to do it. They have Cauterize Flame and Expunge. They recommend using Expunge here, as Cauterize Flame can be used, yeah, when the tank gets pretty big hit. Hunters can use Emergency Salve. This makes Fiend Death and Aspect of the Turtle remove the poison disease effects, which can be used to remove Void Rift, so that's an interesting one. Once the debuff is gone, simply use Fiend Death and Aspect of the Turtle, and there you go. That's pretty nice. Mages can use Remove Curse, so that's pretty nice for them. Monk, Diffuse Magic and Detox are the ways they get rid of it. Mistweaver monks can use Revival to instantly remove all 5 debuffs from the group, but that's got a 3-minute cooldown, so you know, pick and choose when you use that. Paladins, nice one for Paladins here. They got Cleanse Toxins and Divine Shields, and if you're Holy Paladin, obviously Cleanse is what you're going to be using to get rid of this stuff. That's pretty good. Priests, they're a big one when it comes to decursing, right? You got Purify and Purify Disease, but the main one is Mass Dispel. That's what you're going to be using to remove the curse from the entirety of the group. It's a quick one. It's got a cooldown, but typically the 2 minutes is not going to overlap with this thing popping off too many times. Rogues can use Cloak of Shadows. Maybe you want to save Cloak of Shadows sometimes, but hey, if you got a healer who's completely not doing shit, well, then you could Cloak of Shadows out of it. Shamans are the kings here. This is why you want to bring a shaman to group a lot of times, because, man, that Poison Cleansing Totem is amazing. So for starters, Restoration Shamans can use Purify Spirit, but the best thing to use, obviously, is a Poison Cleansing Totem. Being on a 45-second cooldown, it's always almost going to be available when this thing pops off, and when you use it, all 5 debuffs are gone from the group. It's amazing. Shamans are amazing. Man, they're in a great spot, and bringing one into your group feels really good, of course. Warlocks can use a Singe Magic, which requires an imp to be out, so I don't know if you're always going to have that. You know, Warlocks are probably just going to depend on other people to get rid of shit for them. And then Warriors, the only real option for them is Bitter Immunity, although this is not recommended because of where it is on the talent tree. Most of them are not going to be using it, so there you go. Warriors probably won't be helping themselves either. But, you know, if you have to, right, there's plenty of ways for a lot of classes to get out of this shit themselves, because for some reason, I don't know what it is, people healing for the first time a lot in this game right now, but for some reason, the groups I've had, the healers have just not been doing this mechanic whatsoever. That would hurt me to take that talent. Yeah, as I think it would have for a lot of people, and I don't think they're suggesting you take it at all, but it is an option. Last but not least here, we're in the final days of the time walking event for Wrath of the Lich King. You got Ulduar time walking up, and in these final 2 days before reset hits again, you might want to go in there and get some trinkets. There are some actually very close to Biz trinkets coming from Ulduar time walking. I'm going to point out 2 of them here. If you're an Agi, right, if you're an agility-based class, you might want to go get the Wrathstone. It's actually very, very close to best in slot. Don't forget, you get 619 to 626 item level items from this thing. So with the Wrathstone, of course, you can pop it. It'll give you a huge boost to your agility and strength for 20 seconds, which is really good if you're a burst, a burst and drop back kind of class where you just have huge burst windows. This is going to be great for you. I don't know who would be using it. Hunters, maybe. Probably Havoc Demon Hunters, too. There's a lot of good ways to use it. Obviously, Hunters are a big one for them. Enhancement Shamans can get it. Feral Druids, Frosty K's, and Windwalker Monks. Okay, probably the best thing for Hunters, honestly. That's going to be what I thought right when I saw this trinket. And then Living Flame is another one that can be used, probably one that mages will be using a lot of. It gives a big boost to intellect for 20 seconds. Compared with the Wrathstone, it isn't exactly best in slot due to the Spymaster's Web existing as another trinket option, but it's a really good one. You can get it from this, and these, by the way, being that they're not dropping from the main raid, they're dropping from Ulduar. I think it's like personal loot. You can really get a lot of this stuff pretty easily. So get in there, try to get these trinkets if you still can. You only got a couple days left of the time walking.